said was defeating white supremacy without white people could create black supremacy. And this is what I'm talking about. My thing is, in the black race, in black America, we have gatekeepers. We have people who have decided that who is going to be black and who's not. And I, simply because I have a mixed race wife, have been discounted from the conversation a lot of times by very, very militant movements, the Black Power movement. I've been called all kinds of things like an Uncle Tom, simply because I'm successful, simply because I worked my way out of Flint, Michigan. And the problem is, and this is the thing, the problem with that is that black people have different views. You know, it's funny because when you're white, you can be Republican, Libertarian, Democrat. You can be anything, but if you're black, you have to be one thing. Even Joe Biden said, hey man, you don't vote for said was defeating white.
I know Terry Crews was not about to quote Joe Biden by indicating when Joe Biden said that if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I know he wasn't going to go there, because that is the ultimate sign of white privilege, white supremacy. Not only can I create your ethnicity and nationality, but I can dictate your nationality based off who you vote for. Because if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And I'm a white man. He was going to quote Joe Biden. Now that, let me tell you something, man. That is beyond gross negligence. That is beyond a mental disorder. That's something that he can't be saved from at all. You know, here's the thing with Terry Crews and people who think like Terry Crews. People who think like Terry Crews aren't going to make it. What I mean by that is, you know, I'm a guy that always believes in separation. I believe that integration into the dominant white society in terms of quote unquote equality, but we were never equal from day one, failed black society. It was the biggest failure in black society. Integration. Right? Integration was the biggest failure. We had our most success when we were separated from the dominant white society. Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. We had our biggest societal success when we were separated, when we had our own everything. They saw that and they destroyed it, right? And again, you know, Terry Crews talked about, you know, you can't defeat white supremacy without white people. If that was the case, then the transatlantic slave ship would have never transpired, would have never took place. Right? We would not be who we are today if it wasn't for the atrocities that the white man did to our ancestors. So yeah, I mean, you know, again, if the dominant white society wanted to defeat white supremacy and white supremacy, it would have never started to begin with. They would have never had that mentality to mistreat, disenfranchise, destroy black society. And it's been happening for over 500 years. So this equality shit, we would never equal. You know, the document I always refer to is the National Advisory Commission on Civil Disorders, aka the Kerner Commission Report. You know, the document I always reference, which was commissioned by President Lyndon B. Johnson in 1967, where they said, quote, "We live in two societies, one black, one white, separate and unequal." Hasn't changed since 1967. It's 2020. We still live in two societies, one black, one white, separate and unequal. We were never equal. The fabric of America was built off the slaves of our ancestors for free labor. We still haven't seen a dime or residuals from the trillions of dollars their ancestors have made and benefited from our ancestors. Right? Where the average, it would take over 200 and some odd years for the average black family to amass the amount of wealth a white family would. You know? They had so many advantages and head starts versus us because of what we did for free. right? When you're given these advantages from the start, and when you're put in a position from in the black society's perspective, when you're put in a position to lose, where you have lack of jobs, lack of education, lack of resources, live in poverty, impoverished conditions, right? You're in a situation where you are in a lose-lose situation. It's really hard to get out of those kind of situations. You know, even like myself, I work in IT. I have to double the work that I do versus my my non-black counterparts, and I do the same job. You know, I do the same job. So, you know, again, equality was the biggest failure in black society. And when it comes to separation, and that's been my mentality since day one, separating. Guys who have that thought process like Terry Crews aren't going to make it. You know? Guys who have my thought process in terms of being a black separatist, I'm identified as a black identity extremist, according to the Southern Poverty Law Center. I'm a black identity extremist. I'm someone that is considered a threat to national security because I have an independent thought process of separation. Right? When you have radical thinkings, I'm considered a radical thinker, according to the Southern Poverty Law Center. Okay? So, yeah, man, like I said, if you have that thought process like Terry Crews, you aren't going to make it. If you have a thought process and believing that Joe Biden is the end all be all and has the answers, you know, or the Democratic plantation, you're not going to make it. Same thing with Republicans who believe in wearing MAGA hats at Trump, white supremacist KKK rallies. You know what I mean? They aren't going to make it either. They're not going to make it either. So we got to weed out the Terry Crewses of the world. We got to weed out all these people who think that having the dominant white society by your side and thinking they can do something to save us, we got to get rid of that thought process. They never cared. All they do is they just want to continue to annihilate and destroy black society. They have been guilty for the atrocities of our people for centuries. Right? So, you know, it is what it is, family. Those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below about Terry Crews and his thought process. You know, this is the same guy. What is he, like 6'3", 6'4", muscle bound? You know, the only thing I agree with the fact that, you know, he's in good health like myself. I always put health, fitness first. Outside of that, he's all lost. But again, a guy like him, so fit and healthy. Remember, he was emasculated by a white man. Okay? He was emasculated by a white man. He let a white man touch his balls. Pause. Alright? Just remember that. So if he lets white people emasculate him, imagine what Hollywood has done to him. Having that thought process about equality. And saying that if you can't, you know, you can't defeat white supremacy without white people. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, family. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, make sure you follow me on Instagram at GMOGFitness. Signing out. Peace.